Okay, guys. He's right. Um, that's pretty much how God picked up all the people that Darwin is claiming that are in the earth, all those animal bones that he found. Okay, that's pretty much how God, you know, crushed all of them, you know, in the flood. That's how Noah was the only one that was saved from the flood. Okay, I mean, if he's trying to talk about the sawdust, but it's a fact. The flood is a fact. And the fact that he says that they are a lot more than that, of course. I mean, you know, nothing against anybody, but the fact of the matter is, um, Darwin was the one that was calling God a liar by saying that there is no God, right? And the fact that, you know, he's making God seem like this sawdust to put these bones in this earth during the flood, but really, God did all that. I mean, he's literally picking up things that God destroyed who were disobeyed, just like, well, just like Adam and Eve. Darwin, too, was one of those that, that God will destroy if, you know, if he doesn't change, and his followers doesn't change. That's exactly what would happen to them, because the Bible does say, whatsoever your heart believes in, that's what you shall be. And if they believe that's what Darwin says is the fact, and that they are made from animals, then that's what they will become. Like he's saying, nobody needs to tell them what to do or how to be good to each other. But the point of the matter is, well, if God had to kick out Adam and Eve out of the Garden of Eden and then had to teach them a lesson, well, so is all of us here on the earth, like Ham and his father when Noah was teaching him, okay? Okay, guys, this part here when he says they are not offering evidence, but from your mother, yes, I am an evidence that God and Jesus lives, okay, in the Holy Spirit. And if you think about it, when you have your child and your children, if your child lies to you, you're gonna be very upset. That's how God feels.
Ooh, it's a pretty sunset tonight. God must have made that. Are you trying to tell me that trees and birds and puppies and kittens all just happened through some random series of events? Yeah, pretty much. The time to believe that a claim is absolutely true is only after it has been demonstrated to be true, not before. James and Jeff have contended that logic itself is impossible without their God, and that without their God and the laws of logic their God creates, the world would be an absurd place. But logic itself cannot be used as a justification for belief in their God, so they are compelled to employ the slimy tactic of putting themselves above everybody else and claiming that they, and people like them, have the truth. They argue that their God has revealed himself to them through Scripture and some other hocus-pocus notion of their God's existence being written on our hearts and minds. But if, as I'm sure they would agree, humans are fallible, then they must also surely acknowledge that any message received by their God would have to be processed by the fallible minds of the fallible people to whom their God has revealed itself.
We are created in the image of God, remember that.
Bible, but apparently James and Jeff thinks this represents the mind of their God. They smuggle in a lot of non-Christian reasoning and conflate their own understanding of things with the mind of their God. That's not only arrogant, but if their God exists, it's also blasphemous. Even if naturalism or materialism cannot provide a firm foundation for knowledge, and I don't know that it does, I'll freely make that concession. It does not follow that belief in a God can.
If God wasn't real, Darwin would never have existed in the first place.
Itself and exposes their arguments as the hollow, my God is better than your God, ignorant and childish stance that it is. James and Jeff believe that their God is perfection itself. That is, they do not believe that their God is a thing that can be described as perfect, but that their God is perfection manifest. But if a being can be described not as simply something which is perfect, but that the being in and of itself is perfect, why would such a being create anything at all? Would a perfect being have any wants? Would a perfect being be jealous? Would a perfect being be angered by anything? Of course not. But all of those are attributes.
Yes, I would definitely be jealous if
the Bible. If miracles happen, if they exist,
my children don't listen and listen to the devil himself.
Say that they do. The laws of logic are thrown out the window. They argue that inductive reasoning cannot happen without their God.
And I would be very, very mad about it.
But they also hold what seems to be a contradictory notion that their God can suspend the laws of logic wherever and whenever it chooses to do so. I don't know about you, but I think it's pretty easy to see that such a contradictory view is itself absurd. How would we account for God's intervention when conducting clinical trials of a new drug? Would we have to limit studies only to beings for whom James and Jeff's God hasn't revealed himself? What if we were testing the efficacy of a new cancer treatment? Would we have to wonder if, among the test subjects who respond to treatments, that they are actually responding to the treatment? Would we have to wonder if the treatment itself wasn't doing anything at all, but that God intervened and performed some kind of miracle to heal them?
I have never seen Jesus fat, guys.
All Calvinists out of scientific studies? Does their God reveal himself to animals? Would we only be allowed to know for certain that animals are the only viable test subjects upon which we can rationally conduct any scientific testing because God wouldn't be mucking up the results? I don't think James and Jeff take their own conclusions about presuppositionalism seriously. As I heard from the crew of one of my all-time favorite podcasts, Reasonable Doubts, thanks for the reminder, Lars, quote, if this is how a presuppositionalist thinks, shouldn't Calvin College be full of departments that are busily working on revising modern probability theory to account for all of this? contradiction than again with the laws of logic. Because something
But
like
of
Bayes' theory
course,
can be proved, right?
Jesus
This makes
fasted
it
40
logic, and
days
it
and
tells us
40
how we should
nights,
go
so
about
that's
thinking
why
about probability.
he was
But
never
Bayes'
fat.
theory couldn't possibly apply in a universe where God is constantly intervening. Its measurements would be useless. Thank you.
What is your response to Bertrand Russell on Problems of Philosophy, Chapter 6? He says it's been argued that we have reason to